A dog that breathes 27 to 28 breaths per minute lives for 10 to 12 years. A human breathes 16 to 20 breaths per minute and lives for 80 to 100 years. But a turtle that breathes only 5 to 6 times a minute lives for 500 to 600 years. It becomes clear that the lower the number of breaths an organism takes, the longer it can live. Understanding this, our ancestors calculated the number of breaths. They began to work on the science of reducing the breath and increasing its depth because they realized that a human receives a fixed number of breaths to live, not years or months. By slowing down the breath, life can be extended, but this slowing down and prolonging of the breath must happen naturally. When we breathe, we feel the air directly in only 3 or 4 places: throat, heart, lungs, and stomach. We are not even aware of the air that has entered through the ears and eyes. The air that enters the respiratory system divides in various ways, going to different areas, doing its work, and coming out again in different forms. This happens so quickly that we don't even notice. If we take a deep breath with strong flow, the bacteria inside the body begin to be destroyed. The cell's ability to combat diseases also increases. Blood starts to be produced, the accumulated waste in the intestines begins to be eliminated, the brain's consciousness returns, improving memory, thinking ability, and understanding. Self-confidence returns. Nowadays, the breathing of most people remains irregular and scattered. People don't even notice how their breath is. When the feeling of anger arises, the breath changes. When the feeling of lust arises, the breath also changes. Our breath changes with every emotion and thought. Moreover, it also changes due to our eating habits and lifestyle. In fact, our breath has a direct relationship with our state of mind and physical condition. Yoga is based on breathing. If we learn to breathe the right way, our life will change like magic. Today, through the ancient story of yoga, we will learn how to breathe correctly. We will learn in detail about the magical secret of breathing. A long time ago, a sage taught yoga, meditation, and pranayama to the students of his ashram. The sage himself was a yogi. He lived in the Himalayas, where he deeply understood many subtle human dimensions and now wanted to convey his experience and knowledge to the masses through his disciples. One day, after dinner, the smartest and most promising student of his ashram came to him. Seeing the student's face, the guru understood that some questions were arising in his mind. As soon as the student approached the guru, he bowed and said, "Guru Dev, I want to ask you some questions." The guru replied, "I know, ask. What questions do you have?" The student said, "You often say that the foundation of yoga, meditation, and pranayama is our breath, and once we gain control over our breath, we also gain control over our mind and thoughts. Today, I would like to know more about the secret of breathing and its yogic science." Upon hearing this, the guru smiled slightly and began to speak. Just as our mood is, so will be the speed of our breath. That is, everything is related to our breath. Everything that happens within us and also outside of us has a deep connection with our breath. By controlling the speed of our breath, we can control our mind and our thoughts. If you observe a true yogi or seeker, you will see an incredible calmness on their face. A true yogi can remain stable and calm, even in the worst situations. A yogi does not suppress his emotions but gains control over his breath. By controlling his breath, he also gains control over his mind. The man who has his mind under control has the solution to all his problems. You must have heard of some yogis who lived for 1,200 or even 300 years. How did they manage to live so long? They had control over their breath, which is also called vital energy. A yogi knows how to utilize this vital energy according to his needs and can live longer because of it. If you want to keep your body healthy, have more capacity than normal, and a sharp mind, you need to understand your breath and control it. When you control your breath, everything will become organized in your life. In fact, fear, worry, and problems are merely products of our mind and emotions, and only breathing can control them. If we have control over our breath, all these disturbances will be under our control. Breathing acts as a bridge between our body and our mind. To understand and remove them, we will have to walk on the bridge of our breath. We will have to reach our mind through breath, because that is the only way to understand our mind. If you enjoyed this content and want to learn more about how breathing can transform your life, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Activate the notification bell to receive all updates and follow our weekly videos with tips, techniques, and reflections that will help you achieve physical, mental, and spiritual balance. Join us on this journey of self-discovery and growth. See you in the next video.